Good evening, students. Today we are going to see the next point, law of parallelogram for vector additions. In the last lecture we had discussion on associative law, p plus q plus r is equal to q plus r plus p, and before that we had discussion on commutative laws. So all these laws, commutative law, associative law, law of vector addition, which includes two vectors and resultant of two vectors. So all these cases we had discussed regarding the two vectors and the resultant vectors. In addition to that, there is the next point of the chapter, that is the law of parallelogram. Here also we are going to find resultant vector of two vectors and the direction along which the resultant vector is moving, that direction we are going to find, because we know scalars and vectors, the vector having only magnitude, it is said to be a scalar, and the physical quantity having only the magnitude as well as the direction, it is called as a vector quantities, but they shows some magnitude as well as some directions. Here we are going to find the magnitude of resultant vector and direction of that particular resultant vector. So this is a very important point which would ask for the examination for maximum 4 points, 4 marks. So the statement can ask for 1 mark. Okay, so that could be a statement. Okay, derivation to find magnitude and direction. Theta is into direction, that we see. Okay, while solving the exact derivation here. So this separate derivation could ask for the 4 marks. Then what do you mean by this parallelogram? You know parallelogram. Okay, so it's a diagrammatic representation could be like this. Okay, some may be here A, B, C, D. So this is said to be a parallelogram. So how to use this parallelogram law for vector addition, that we are going to see in detail from this point. What is this law of parallelogram? First we will see the statement, then we will see the exact meaning of that statement. What is that statement for law of parallelogram for vector addition? If two vectors, we are having two vectors of same type, means they are having same magnitude and same moving in a certain direction in the xy plane, means both are moving in a xy plane with the same magnitude. These vectors are taken as a two vectors of same type, represented by, how they are represented by two adjacent sides of parallelogram. So this may be the one side of parallelogram. Okay, this may be the second side of the parallelogram. So these two vectors are of same type, represented by two adjacent sides of parallelogram. Then if these two acting as the sides of the parallelogram, then resultant vector is represented in a magnitude and direction. Whatever the magnitude and direction is there for the two vectors, they combine together, you will get one resultant vector having same magnitude and direction as that of the two vectors. Okay, by the diagonal of parallelogram. How to show that resultant vector? That resultant vector can be shown by the diagonal of the parallelogram. Okay, but from where that resultant vector should start? That resultant vector should start from starting point from the here, starting from common point of the two vectors. One vector starts from this position, second vector starts from this position, these two vectors start from this point. At the same time, resultant vector should start from the common point of two vectors. Resultant vector of parallelogram starting from common point of two vectors. So this is the law of parallelogram. Now we will see what is the direction of this resultant vector R1 and what is that direction. Here is said to be a magnitude and direction is termed as a theta. In many books it is taken as a theta, it is taken as a beta, it is taken as a gamma or alpha. It doesn't mean, but our point of view is to find magnitude as well as a direction. So magnitude, okay, and its direction can be theta, or somewhere the angle is said to be alpha, angle is said to be beta, or angle is said to be gamma. It doesn't mean that. We are going to find only the directions. Now we will start this law of parallelogram. Two vectors of same type. I will consider one vector here one vector is said to be O to A. Okay. Second vector, two vectors we are going to see. That's why this is the second vector, OA and OB, represented by two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Now prepare a parallelogram here. The starting point of this two vector is here only. Okay. So I will draw parallelogram like this. So this is the parallelogram. OAB, I will put this point here as a C. So I am getting the one parallelogram. Two sides of same magnitude and direction are acting as a two sides. बघा parallelogram दोन sides आहेत का? Magnitude direction त्याची एकाच plane मध्ये आहे, XY plane मध्ये. Okay? Adjacent sides of the parallelogram, then resultant vector is represented in a magnitude and direction by the diagonal of parallelogram. Okay? Starting from common point of two vectors. म्हणजे resultant vector इथून start झालं पाहिजे. The resultant vector should start from this point. So I can draw this resultant vector. Okay, this is the resultant vector. ठीक है? Here we are going to find magnitude and direction. So here I can put angle instead of theta, I can put angle alpha. थीटा मला या ठिकाणी अँगल घ्यायचा आहे, त्यामुळे दोन्ही थीटा असेल तर कॅल्क्युलेशन मध्ये प्रॉब्लेम येईल. त्यामुळे मी फक्त काय केलं आहे, अँगल वेगवेगळ्या सिम्बॉल मध्ये घेतला आहे. एक अँगल मी थीटा घेणार, दुसरा अँगल काय घेणार आहे, अल्फा. नाउ टू फाइंड द मॅग्निट्यूड ऑफ दिस रिजल्टंट वेक्टर, व्हाट टू डू? just draw one perpendicular to reach point A. I will draw one perpendicular. This is one perpendicular. Okay, this perpendicular is said to be D. Okay, perpendicular CD on OA in extension. हा असा perpendicular काढा बघा. Earlier the parallelogram is here connecting the four sides of the parallelogram. O, this is parallelogram OACB. OACB acting as a parallelogram. ठीक है, two sides. So one side is said to be OA, one side is said to be OA, represented by vector P bar. You can take vector A bar, no problem. I am going to take here vector P bar. Second vector I can consider as a Q bar. Okay. After drawing perpendicular CD on OA, this is said to be right angle. Okay. And the angle between this perpendicular, okay, with respect to O, this is said to be 90, and angle made by this AC to this line OA extended from A to D, this angle I can say as a theta. See, this is the one triangle and this is one angle theta. Here angle is said to be a right angle triangle. Now vector OA is what? This vector P bar. Okay, vector OB is said to be Q. Okay, if this OB is Q bar, AC is also Q bar, because these are the two lines parallel to each other. So whatever the value of this OB, the same value is for AC. If this OA having the value P bar, this value BC having also the same value P bar, because these two sides are parallel and these two sides of the parallelograms are parallel. So I can draw this line with the vector Q bar. So OB Q bar, AC Q bar vector, OA P bar, and BC is said to be P bar. Same values. So OA is equal to P bar, OB is equal to Q bar, and BC is equal to P bar, and AC is equal to Q bar. Using law of parallelogram मध्ये काय दोन sides equal असतात. So this OA is equal to this BC, and this side OB is equal to side AC. Now we are going to find resultant vector R bar and its magnitude and direction. Consider the triangle here. Consider triangle ODC. See the triangle OD. हे सगळं आपण काय करणार आहे, पॅराग्राम मध्ये रिझल्टंट वेक्टरची मॅग्निट्यूड काय असणार आहे आणि त्या रिझल्टंट वेक्टरची डायरेक्शन काय असणार आहे ते आपण कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आहे. मॅग्निट्यूड जर आपण फाइंड आउट केली तो क्वेश्चन सेपरेट एक्झामला असू शकतो, जर डायरेक्शन कॅल्क्युलेट केली तो सेपरेट क्वेश्चन एक्झामला असू शकतो, किंवा दोन्ही क्वेश्चन्स एकत्र विचारले जाऊ शकतात. फाइंड द मॅग्निट्यूड अँड डायरेक्शन ऑफ रिझल्टंट वेक्टर युजिंग लॉ ऑफ पॅरलोग्राम. सो वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड फर्स्ट मॅग्निट्यूड ऑफ द वेक्टर, then we will find the direction of that vector. See the triangle ODC using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem. This theorem you know very well. Pythagoras theorem क्या होगा? What is this triangle? When sides of the triangle using the Pythagoras theorem, I can say here OC square is equal to OD square plus DC, or you can take CD, no problem. OC square, Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. See the triangle ODC. OC square is equal to OD square plus DC square. OC square is equal to OD square plus DC square using Pythagoras theorem. ठीक है? Now but how to write this value OD? I can write the value OD as a OA plus AD. OD can be written as a OA plus AD. बघा ही साइड बघा OD कशी लिहिणार? It is OA plus AD. Okay. Therefore, but here OD is equal to OA plus AD. Therefore OC square is equal to, what is value of OD? OA plus AD. It is OA plus AD bracket square plus DC square plus DC square. Now we will solve this using Pythagoras theorem. OC square. Therefore OC square is equal to, solve this bracket, OA plus AD. It is OA square plus AD square plus OA square plus AD square plus 2OA into AD. Correct? Bracket solve केला बघा कसा आला तो, OA square plus AD square plus 2A into 2OA into AD plus DC square plus DC square. हा फक्त ब्रॅकेट सॉल्व केला. ठीक आहे. आता हा ट्रायंगल कन्सिडर केला. आता हा ट्रायंगल बघा जो परपेंडिक्युलर काढायला तयार झाला, ट्रायंगल ADC युजिंग ट्रायंगल ADC युजिंग ट्रायंगल ABC. बघा काय आहे केसमध्ये आता या ठिकाणी सुद्धा काय करा, पायथागोरस थेरम यूज करा. युजिंग द पायथागोरस थेरम AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. AD square plus DC square बरोबर आहे का? हा ट्रायंगल बघा ABC ट्रायंगल मध्ये AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. So AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square plus DC square. Now see what is value of AC? AD square plus DC square. Now see in this equation, where is AD square? Here is AD square. Where is DC square? Here is DC square. So AD square plus DC square I can write in combined as a AC square. Therefore OC square is equal to, see AD square plus DC square I am writing as a AC square. OA square plus 2 into OA into AD plus it is said to be AC square. So this OC square is equal to OA square plus 2OA into AD plus AC square. Now see the figure. What is value of OC? What is value of OC here? Resultant vector whose magnitude is to be find out. So I can write here R square is equal to OA square. It is a P square. Okay. It is said to be P square plus 2 into what is OA? Value of OA it is a vector P bar. ठीक है, into AD AD we are going to find plus AC square. AC square is Q bar and Q bar same value. I can write direct value for this AC square as a Q square. Therefore, R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2P into AD. This is equation number 5. See, only using Pythagoras theorem we are going to find here magnitude of the resultant vector for the parallelogram. But still we are going to find here value of AD. See the triangle, using triangle ABC again. What is value of cos theta? What is value of cos theta? Adjacent of the triangle to the hypotenuse of the triangle. So cos theta is said to be adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is said to be AD and hypotenuse is said to be AC. Hypotenuse is said to be AC. Therefore, what is value of AD? AD is equal to AC into cos theta. But again, what is AC? It is a vector. Okay, Q into cos theta. You can write here single vector Q bar. Here again vector P bar, vector Q bar, resultant vector R bar. So AD is equal to Q bar cos theta, equation 2. Therefore, put equation 2 in 1, we get. What we get then? R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2P. What is value of AD? Value of AD is Q bar into cos theta. So this is said to be resultant vector R square. If you take the square root and it's a magnitude, while taking the magnitude always remove the vector notations. Therefore, taking the square root, R is equal to, you will get the equation P square plus Q square plus 2PQ into cos theta. This is equation 3. So R bar is said to be vector, its magnitude is said to be R. So R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Thus we got first here the magnitude of the vector R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So R is said to be resultant, okay, vector magnitude. So till this you will be having the question to find the magnitude of resultant vector that we ask for the 2 to 3 marks. Okay, and the second question for finding the direction of the resultant vector. So next we will find the direction. The direction of resultant vector R bar. So that direction we are going to find as a alpha. Now see the figure here. Triangle ODC. In triangle ODC, what is value of tan alpha? Tan alpha is said to be opposite. What is value of opposite here in this triangle? Opposite is said to be CD. Opposite is said to be CD upon adjacent. Tan theta तुम्हारा माहिती आहे काय असतो? Opposite upon adjacent. So opposite upon adjacent. Adjacent असणार आहे OD. Correct? Tan alpha is opposite upon adjacent. मग OD परत कसा split up केला बघा? Is equal to CD upon, how to split this OD? OA plus AD. It is OA plus AD. Correct? What is value of OA? OA is P bar. What is value of AD? See value of AD you got Q. So OA is P bar and AD is said to be Q bar into cos theta. Means you are having value of OA and AD. We are having value of OA and AD. So what are these values? Is equal to CD upon OA is a P bar plus AD is Q bar into. See here we are going to find directions. That's why we keep here as a vector. Okay. Earlier equation there was only magnitude. That's why we are not keep any vector notations here. Instead of R bar square I have written here only R. Instead of P bar square I have written only P square. That is the magnitude. Now to find direction, you should write as a P bar and Q bar. So OA is a P bar, OA is a P bar, and AD is said to be Q bar into cos theta. We are going to find value for this CD. How to find the value of CD? Using triangle ADC. Using triangle ADC, what is value of sin theta? What is the value of sin theta? Sin theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. Sin theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite is said to be CD. Hypotenuse is said to be AC. Therefore, CD is equal to, by CD we are going to find value of CD here. CD is equal to AC into sin theta. Therefore, CD is equal to, what is value of AC? Vector Q bar into sin theta. So CD value is vector Q bar into sin theta. CD Q bar sin theta. Earlier you got AD. AD is Q bar cos theta. If you take sin square plus cos square, you will be writing the result vector. It is a P bar plus Q bar. Now you got the value CD is equal to Q bar into sin theta. Put this value CD here. What you get? Is equal to CD is Q bar into sin theta upon P bar plus Q bar into cos theta. This is equal to what? Tan alpha. Therefore, alpha is equal to tan inverse of Q bar into sin theta upon P bar plus Q bar into cos theta. So this is equation 4, which is nothing but the direction. This question could ask separately for 2 to 3 marks. Find the direction of the resultant vector using the parallelogram law for vector additions. Direction of resultant vector. Okay, so separate question could be asked for magnitude or direction, or in command they can ask for 4 marks. Find the magnitude and direction of resultant vector using parallelogram law for vector addition. So I think you understood this concept very well. We can stop here. In the next session we will see the next one. Thank you.